Hello everybody, this is DizzzyDragon. We have a very busy episode for you guys today, so I'm not going to waste too much time. We're at the Magic Bean salesman off screen. I went and I got the land title deed from Clocktown, and now is the time that I'm going to be trading all these in, because as you might have guessed, for trading in that one to him, he gives you the one for here. And it's going to be a long quest that involves a lot of footwork to all the Deku Scrubs. But you get a lot of heart pieces for doing it, so I'm pretty cool for that. In between doing all this, though, I'm also going to be doing the second other really long quest in this game, which is the cafe side quest, which is almost enough to be an own offshoot mini Game Boy game, because that quest is long. And you gotta do it twice, which I have already done, and it took me forever. So yeah, that's the first piece of heart. Alright, so now, before I'm gonna head to the mountains to trade in that, I'm going to start the cafe side quest. I'm going to run to this building. It only opens after, I think, 8 or 10, so be careful for that. Got this lady right here. Welcome, do you have some business? The room on the left is the mayor's room. It sounds like they might be having a meeting. The room on the right is the drawing room. That's Madame Aroma's room. And we're gonna go into Madame Aroma's room, and the older brother's here. Madame Aroma, I'm Gorman. It's been some time. Thank you for letting me perform at the Carnival of Time. Oh dear, Gorman, there's a problem. Meaning? The opening performance I've asked you to do? Ah, yes? They've cancelled just now. What's this? Allow me to explain. Oh, excuse me, I have been doing the show for some year, or it was the plan. I am Toto, the band manager of the Indigogos. He arrived this morning. Actually, there's been an unusual accident in Great Bay, and due to the unusual accident, Lulu will not be able to perform. Why? Why? The details aren't quite so long. I'll spare you at any rate. I must cancel a performance at this year's Carnival of Time. See. Then that means the Gorman Troop's job is... it's off. But that's all, Gorman. There's always next year. I'm busy. Madame Aroma is the mayor's wife. Add it to your notebook. Alright, so you have to wait for Gorman to leave. Oh, are you on a field trip? Yes, as you say you are. The characteristics of a person I want you to find. Yes, I want you to know them. The person I want you to locate is my son, Cafe. You know of him? He disappeared about a month ago. It's terrible. I'm so worried. I can't get food down my throat. I highly doubt that. Will you help me look for him? Basically, she's asking you to look for her, she thinks that you're an investigator. She's asking you to look for her son, Cafe. She gives you possibly the most creepy looking mask in the entire game, which is a mask of her son's face. And you have to wait for Gorman to leave the room first, because he takes forever to walk out that stupid door. Alright, now we're at the Stockpot Inn. Welcome to the Stockpot Inn. Did you have a reservation? Yes, we did. Oh, you did have a reservation. Mr. Dizzy, one moment, please. Mr. Dizzy, I have you all down for this afternoon arrival. Your room is the knife room on the second chamber. Even though I didn't make a reservation, for some reason, by coincidence, we already had one, so that's pretty lucky for us. This is very fortunate indeed. Please relax. Andrew was added to our notebook. Alright, so you can go talk to a bunch of people around town with the Cafe mask, and they might hint that Anju was actually Cafe's fiance. So we're going to talk to Anju. Oh, you're also looking for Cafe. Well, actually, you're not going to be able to say anything right away, because if you notice the time, right now... Or wait, I edited it out. You have to wait for the postman to come in and give him a letter. She realizes that you're also looking for Cafe, and then she asks you to meet her in the kitchen at 11:30 p.m. Alright, so now we're back in the mountains. This is something I forgot to do. I don't know why I forgot to do this. But for a special deal, by trading in your old bomb bag and 200 rupees, you can get the biggest bomb bag, which is the final upgrade to the bomb bag. I don't know why I forgot to do that, but that's just something else you can do. He will only sell it to a Goron, so that's something, it's weird. Also, you have to become a Deku Scrub, because for some reason he only believes that Deku Scrubs can live in the swamp. I don't know. So you have to become a Deku Scrub before you can sell him your Swampland title deed. Also, what I was saying beforehand, you have to wait for the mail person to postman to give the letter to Andrew before you can actually talk to her with the cafe mask, because he actually gives her a letter from cafe. And there's a little bit of dialogue that I missed out on. I think I might have it somewhere else, but I think I lost it. So basically, she tries to pester the postman to find out which mailbox he got it from, but he won't tell her because he can't remember, or he's just kind of antisocial, I guess. So yeah, she couldn't get him to figure it out. So what she's going to eventually do is try to get you to track down which mailbox and help. That's really our only clue that she has, and that's what she's going to kind of talk to us in the kitchen about. I guess kind of spoiled that. All right. Anyway, so back in Lulu's room with this kind of stalker dicky plant that's hanging out in her room, he will sell you green potions, which do not worry about green potions. They're not worth it. The blue potions that you can get in the next area of the game, much more better. You gotta become a Goron before you can sell this guy the land title deed, just like beforehand. Oh my god, there's a lot of talking in this episode. As you can see, I am talking over this episode in post. Man, I've been doing so much. That's why this video is a couple days late, is because I've been doing so much that I don't really have time to explain it. I mean, short of it, I finished doing all this and I realized I was missing around 4 heart pieces for some reason. I guess that they didn't save, and let's just say I had to go through all 52 heart pieces trying to figure out which ones they were, and they weren't the easy ones, to put it the least. But oh well, I did it, and you guys will see it in a moment. Alright, this guy flies through a hole in the ceiling. I don't know who designed that. I didn't even know that was there. I just thought he just kind of went out the door, but I don't know. For some reason, I think I can hookshot up there. But no, you have to Deku Flower up there. Ugh. I know this whole quest is kind of going fast, and I know I'm not really showing a lot of dialogue here that I should be. But that's because this side quest is really long, and all it is a lot of text, and I'm trying to keep it down to 2 videos max. That way I can get back to the main game, because that's all you guys will really want to see. I already showed you guys this, that he will sell blue potion to humans. So we're going to become a Zoro because he's looking to relocate to the ocean, and since we're from the ocean, or he just assumes, which is a little racist, he will sell us the land title deed, which is well, he won't sell us the land title deed, but he'll just leave. So you're free to use this flower, which is the only, I think this is the only like normal flower, which is really weird, but it's enough to get across. And if you look back there, there's a little boulder back there, which is a little bit foreshadowing for what's coming later up in probably the next video. I don't know if I got all of that in one video. Alright, so we're going to be cutting right after I get this heart piece over here. I'm going to be cutting right to meeting Andrew in the cafe on the second night. And it's gonna be a little weird. She's just gonna be standing right behind me. While I was waiting for her to get to the kitchen, I went to use the bathroom, and then when I came back, she was standing directly behind me, and it really creeped me out. I don't know why I left in this. Don't tell me I left in all of this. Huh. I thought I edited this Song of Soaring out. Normally I edit out all my just travel time. I don't know why I left this part in. Oh well. You guys could see the Song of Soaring every once in a while. It's not gonna kill you. It's one little part I forgot to edit out. Oh well. I don't want to have to redo all this commentary because it's killing my throat. And you guys don't want to kill my throat, do you? Yeah, well. So anyway, oh, if you looked right there, you can catch a glimpse of that Goron sitting over there. That Goron is actually the guy that we stole the reservation from. Some people actually speculate that he is the Goron from the first game. You can talk to him. He has no problem sleeping outside. I mean, all other Gorons sleep outside, so I don't see what the problem is. Alright, that was the worst editing ever. I just edited from one. Yeah, that's where the editing failure came in. I edited like 3 steps out. Alright, so this is the knife room. My kitty just sneezed. Are you okay, kitty? Alright, this is the knife room that we got. It's not a great room, but it has 100 rubies in it, so that's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure I showed that off earlier. Over here you can listen in to conversations, but it's not the right time. You have to come back at certain times. And Tato complains about the quality of the hotel. Ah! So she's standing directly behind me. It's an awkward sight. I am sorry to trouble you so late at night. It's about him, Cafe. I received a letter from him. Strange, isn't it, getting a letter from a missing person? But there's absolutely no mistaking it's from him. It's clear to me. Please. Here is my letter. Put it in the post box. When it is delivered, when he receives the mail, I want you to meet him. Please tell him that Andrew is waiting for him. And please, after you've seen him, tell me how he looked. I'm scared. Can I ask this of you? Yes? Thank you very much. So you get a letter to Cafe. So now what you got to do is you got to put this in the mailbox. There's a lot of editing I edited out here. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to put this in the mailbox. And then what I did is I waited for the postman to pick it up, take it back to his house, and then in the afternoons around like 2 or 4, the postman goes on deliveries. So since he has a letter, he's going to go out of his house at like around 2 or 4, and he's going to take it to the person it goes to. And I followed him all the way here, because this is me following the postman. I'm a little ahead of him, but he comes to the pool room. And it's the second day, so obviously it's raining, and I'm messing around with my mirror shield. And he's gonna ring the bell. Normally whenever you ring the bell and Cafe kind of sticks his head out, it's impossible to get all the way out there, and he normally locks the door, so it's impossible to get through this door. But since Postman did it, and for some reason mysterious child right there, who none of us know his name yet, he forgets to lock the door whenever he sees the postman. He's too excited. So we're able to sneak into his room, and it's really one of those. It's one of these really weird areas that has a fixed camera angle. And since we're kind of a nice guest, we're going to do gymnastics, because that's what you do in people's houses. Bam! Headbutt the camera. Gymnastics. Here, real quick. I was waiting for Cafe to get back here, and I was bored. Because I get bored if I'm not occupied every 5 seconds. So I tried to time it to where I could do a backflip over Cafe, but I was a little delayed. And then so I just jump over him. Oh well. Here's Cafe. Green hat, green clothes. Andrew wrote about you in her letter. It seems that you're looking for Cafe. Can you keep a secret? Andrew trusted you, so I shall trust you. I am Cafe. The Cafe we're looking for is an adult, and you just look like a child. I was turned into this by an imp wearing a mask, but I am not hiding because I look this way. When I was turned into this, I went to go see the Great Fairy in the shrine in the North Gate. Oh, I know her. But on the way, my wedding ceremony mask, which I was keeping on me, got stolen by a guy with a grinning face. Well, that's a tough neighborhood, Cafe. You gotta watch out. Well, you're just so careless. You're just like my partner. Hey, dumb bitch. Talking about me in front of people. Before my wedding ceremony, I was quite happy. I was targeted because of what I had been turned into. Oh, I pity you. Man, Tattle's not very nice. I know Andrew is worried, but I can't go out yet. I made a promise to her that I would bring the wedding mask and greet her. This pendant, give it to Andrew. You know, that's what couples are supposed to do, is whenever you have problems, you're supposed to share them with each other and work it through the things. So now we gotta take this pendant to Andrew so she knows that he's alright. Blah, 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 blah. Keep that we talked secret from everybody. We got Cafe added to our notebook. And that's all for this episode, guys. We'll be finishing up this side quest and a bunch of other stuff on the next one. See you guys tomorrow. Peace.